Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1871 of What You Up To Now. Buttering my bread on both sides. Something new, unless I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich or garlic butter bread from my Italian food manufacturing days. Don't never have heard of this expression. Shared it for Supersize Your Business today. Buttering your bread on both sides. It's been around, buttering and buttering bread. It's been around since medieval times, and talked about where it came from, what it means. It means to profit from two or more things, I say, at the same time, especially when those things don't seem compatible, or they seem contradictory or incompatible, right? It doesn't really necessarily make sense. So I gave some examples of how I've done that, and I think that when you're building and growing and supersizing your business, you want to be looking for ways to do this, right? We want to find multiple streams of income for our business. We want to find ways to get paid for doing in creating work. It's called residual income. We create something once, a process, a procedure, a book, a piece of art, etc., one time, and we can get paid for it over and over and over again. We can get residual income off of that piece of work, and that's why we do licensing and franchising and all kinds of things I didn't even remember to talk about today. But the example I gave was throughout my corporate career, in addition to having a great job in corporate America, I had businesses on the side of my own, different businesses in different industries. Never in my corporate career did I not have another job a business on the side. It's a big difference between having a business on the side and a second job. But having two jobs might be another example of buttering your bread on both sides. Working during the day at one thing and then moonlighting or having another job. None of my businesses were related to the work I was doing in corporate America, with the exception of quality and I worked in the quality function primarily throughout my corporate career after I got my engineering degree. Mostly I did engineering projects that were quality related, and I was in quality management throughout that tenure, that over 25 years plus in corporate America. But quality is part of every business, just like marketing and sales and finance and things are part of every business. But my manufacturing businesses and my personal businesses didn't compete or weren't the same as the businesses I worked in corporate America. So that might seem incompatible, but it actually worked for me. It gave me a very different perspective on work and success and climbing the corporate ladder and taking risks and everything else. Questions about that, hit me up, because I think that it served me really, really well, and very few people do that or have that as an example in their life, yet it's such a powerful way to live and work and be. Talked about multiple streams of income, talked about investments. A lot of times investors and in brokerages and investment houses will have shorts and stops and all kinds of other crazy things that I'm not going to go into because I'm not an expert in that. Although I've had experience in the markets, you can win when the price goes up, and you can also win when the price goes down on different investments, depending on how you play the market, etc. Real estate, lots of examples of that. You can layer how you're paid for real estate deals if you know how to do it, and so that's another industry we've got lots of experience in. So that was our idiom for today: butter your bread on both sides. And it's supposed to be a little derogatory, or can be used in a derogatory way, but I think that's just by people that don't know how to do it, don't know how to make the world a better place and build their business simultaneously. To me, that's the best example of buttering your bread on both sides. You're building a business, but you're doing something that makes the world a better place. That's a win-win for you and all the people that your business interacts with and impacts. Our topic for today, for the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge, day 68 today already, is: what are you going to work on? What do you want to improve with respect to your mental health or mental well-being? You need to figure out what you want to work on, because starting tomorrow, we are going to hop into the SOAP framework, and we are going to soap up an area of our mental health, our mental well-being, as part of this year's challenge. So for the next 4 days, we'll go over the S, the O, the A, and the P. But before we can do that, we have to pick, what do we want to improve? What are we going to work on? And I haven't picked mine yet. I think it might be something to do with, positive thinking or possibility mindset. Not that I don't have those, but I always want to be improving those and making sure that they're a part of my life. So I, like everybody else, will pick an area to improve, and I will share that tomorrow. And I usually use the area I'm working on to go through the tool that I'm sharing for the S, the O, the A, and the P. And so I'll do that starting tomorrow. And I don't know what tool I'm going to use yet. I haven't decided because I don't know what area I'm going to work on yet. Usually I pick an area, and then a tool that I've got in my toolbox lends itself or just says, yeah, this is the right tool. Not always, but usually. And normally if I have more time to plan and prepare, then it does. Today is one of those days where I got behind the 8 ball in that I went to bed last night late and I did not have my idiom picked out for today. And I did not have my write-up for the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge done yet today. So, and then, of course, my 2-year-old granddaughter decided 5 o'clock, the time when I'm getting up and normally getting ready and creating my content, it was time for her to get up. Well, now, luckily, she's napping already. So, win-win. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely fantastic day. Think of ways that you can butter your bread on both sides. How can you kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Make hay while the sun shines. What's another one? There's one that just I've used before and comes to mind, and that's the one I think of all the time. The idiom I think of all the time when you benefit from something in multiple ways. And why would we not set ourselves up and our lives up to benefit in multiple ways for the things that we do? I say, heck yeah. All right, have a great day. I'll be with you tomorrow.